Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. How is everybody doing today? Thanks for coming in. We have a special guest today in the house with us today. So get your questions ready. We're going to introduce, without further ado, Crystal from Rosie's Closet. Hey, Crystal.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So you are in Wow. The sky just opened up here and it's sunny again. I can't believe the weather we're getting here.
Ours is just hot, super hot.
Yeah, it's hot here. So you're in Las Vegas.
Yes.
So how hot is it compared to here? Right here, we're at like 98.
98. Let's see. We're probably over 100. I'll tell you exactly. Right now it is 102.
Wow. But it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. Yes.
Not like here. Yeah, not like here. It's 98 and 98% humidity.
Oh, no, our humidity is like 5%, maybe less than that.
Wow. Yeah, I would love 5%. Like,
yeah, it's different because I mean you could still be outside at 102 and you're not sweating. I mean it's hot, but it's not like the humidity.
Wow. Well, let's say hello to a few people before we get into it. We got Simply Sandoval in the house. How you doing? Melanie Lightbeam, as usual, right there. Melissa Cape. Melissa, how's the weather on the Cape today? Summer's 422. Oh, jumped. And we got Rosie's Closet in the house. Turtle Trader, hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Flippin' Frozen, thank you very much, everyone. Coming in. Queen Cleopatra's in the house. Yes, Crystal, can you post your YouTube page? If not, if you have two screens, do you have YouTube up?
I have two screens. I can pull it up really quickly.
Okay, because I was going to say, if not, I can. Sharon's here, Red's Outpost. Hey, Sharon. Wow, Melissa said 102 here, but we're withering away with humidity. So you must be 100% humidity, too. She's in Cape Cod.
Oof.
Hey, Larry, thanks for coming in. Invisible Bitter, 36% humidity here. Where is that? Invisible Bitter. You're a new one here, but thank you for coming in. There's Tamara. Hey, Tamara. And for all you people, Hector and John on Facebook, and Deb, and who else? Susan. Come on over to the YouTube side, join in the chat, and talk along with everybody and maybe meet somebody, mingle a little, the chat mingle. So tell us a little bit about Crystal and how Rosie's closet became to be not Crystal's closet.
Okay, sure. Let's see. I've been a reseller probably on and off for about 20 years. Rosie is just a nickname that I've had since I was a little girl. My mom used to call me Rosie the Riveter when I was little because she said I did everything independently. Like I didn't ever want anyone to help me, and I was very strong-willed. So they called me Rosie the Riveter. And then as I got older, I kind of lost the nickname until about like middle school and high school when I really started to dress vintage, kind of like rockabilly style. I love anything like from the 50s decade, 50s, 60s. And then the Rosie name popped back up, and my maiden last name has the word Rose in it, and so Rosie is just a nickname that my father's had, my grandfather's had, and then it stuck with me too. So people call me Rosie and other people call me Crystal.
Oh, that's cool. So now you said you've been reselling for at least 20 years.
Yes, on and off.
Did you start online? Did you start events, or how did that come?
Yeah, I started with
events. Have you always been from Las Vegas?
No, I grew up in Southern California.
Okay.
And I started with events. Basically, where I was living at, there was a lot of rodeos. So I was buying wholesale and then selling on the weekends at the rodeo. Like pocket knives, a lot of like country western type stuff. So pocket knives, horse statues, wind chimes, things like that. And
rodeo.
Yeah, rodeos.
Okay, I gotta ask because I am originally from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So there is like city, I'm full city, just about. There is no room for anything else. And I now, for the last 16 years, live in St. Cloud, Florida, which is, you can't get any more country, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rodeo the next town over in Kissimmee, and I never saw, like what you're saying, the only sale I saw at a rodeo was they're actually selling livestock, pigs and dogs, and that's what I think when I hear rodeo. But yours is like a flea market?
No, it wasn't a flea market. They would only have a few vendors, and it had to be specialized type items. So they had to be more of the country or Western style items.
Yep.
Yeah, Western theme. That's the word I was looking for. So, stuff that would appeal to the cowboys, basically. Yeah. So just a few of us vendors, but being that there was only a few of us and the rodeo brought in a huge amount of people, we did very well. I just got tired of lugging everything back and forth every weekend by myself because I was doing everything by myself. So it was a lot of work.
Was it profitable though?
Yeah, it was profitable. But it just got to be too much for me working a full-time job and then working so hard on the weekends because there wasn't a place where you could leave your products. So I would have to pack up my truck, unpack it when I get there, then pack it back up again, take it home, whatever I didn't sell, and then set up a tent, set up the tables, and I was doing everything myself.
Wow. It just got so basically you had 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah, basically.
So even though one full-time was the weekend, but between lugging and packing and unpacking and setting up and everything, that's like a full-time job right there.
Yeah, and it just got to be too much.
So then you decided, all right, let me try this online thing.
Then I took a break for a while. I had my son, and then I kind of got into reselling kid stuff. So, but everything was on Craigslist. So I was reselling clothing, toys, anything that had to do with kids, strollers, whatever, all on Craigslist. And I started by just kind of flipping the stuff that my son was going through because they grow so fast.
Yep.
just doing it that way. But then I really started seeing the profits there with all the kids stuff. So I started shopping at the flea markets for the swap meet. And there was a lady there every week who sold kids' clothes for like 10 cents, 25 cents a piece.
Wow.
So I was buying them by the bagfuls, as much as I could get that was decent looking. And I would put them in bundles by size and selling them on Craigslist. So I kind of started doing it that way. But then later on, once we moved here to Las Vegas, I found out about the bins. And so I went there for the first time, bought a bunch of stuff, and then sold it on Poshmark.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I kind of really started doing the full-time thing, full-time reselling on Poshmark, and then kind of built it out from there, cross-posting to other platforms.
Okay. And did you ever do eBay?
I'm doing eBay now. I've been doing eBay for about 2 years now, I think.
Okay. And nothing before that?
I've sold a couple things here and there on eBay just to like get rid of something that I might have, but not like a business.
Okay. And how are you now? I haven't. I just put the link into Rosie's Closet.
Oh, that's
in there. And how are you? Because I have not yet, and I'm not sure how many of the people in the crowd. But how are you liking Poshmark?
when I first started on Poshmark, I absolutely loved it. It's nothing. Well, when I started, it was nothing like what it is now. It was only women's clothing. And it was very easy to sell on Posh. The whole social aspect of Posh, I've never really, got into that. I just share my own listings. So I enjoyed it, but lately Posh has been the sales haven't been so good for me on Posh.
Okay. Can you make your own stuff on Posh? Like you said, you do the rockabilly thing and stuff. Can you put that on Posh?
Yeah, now you can put just about anything on Posh. So you can put clothing, toys, home goods, really just about anything you want on Poshmark now.
Okay. You must know Jason. Jason T.
Jason T.
Jason T.
His name sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I try to remember. I remember people's faces, and I have a hard time remembering people's names.
Okay. Because he's in Vegas also.
Oh, okay.
But so now lately, so what is it lately? It's your own website and Poshmark. Are you still doing Craig's?
No, I don't do Craigslist anymore. It's absolutely horrible in Las Vegas. People here are flaky. They'll say they'll come, but they don't.
I don't think that's just Vegas.
Well, you know what? In California, it was great. I was selling a lot on Craigslist. But here in Vegas, it's horrible.
Really?
So I don't even bother with that. Everything I do is on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and now on Kidizen, which is like a kids and moms website.
Oh, wow.
So I sell on those. My website is only for like my handmade stuff. So
Okay.
I don't put any like one-off things that I find at the thrift store. I don't put those on my website.
All right. Now, are you a full-time? Is this a full-time thing, or you still do the full-time job that you had before?
No, I'm full-time doing this now. Well, technically, I part-time work like as a VA for Vicky, not Katie, for Vicky. And then I work part-time on my business. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I can do, between 75 and 100 listings a week for Vicky. And then I do my own on top of that.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's all clothing, so it goes fast for me. I kind of got a system for it.
Yeah, a few of us were talking because I know I've seen you in the chat a few times and stuff.
Mhm.
I just I think I'm over the clothing thing between the measuring and all this stuff. It's just I want less and less to do with clothes. How do you get over that? It seems like everybody that well, not everybody, but a lot of people that I talk to is like, yeah, I don't want to do clothes anymore. I have a bag. If you want them, I'll send them to you.
I love that. I'll take them all day. I don't know. For me, I find it very profitable. I also kind of know what to look for. And then vintage clothing is hot right now. It's really hot right now. And it's a passion of mine because I dress that way. I wear vintage clothing almost every day. So it's just, you have to find what you love. You know, if you're a toy reseller, then you have to know about the toys and you have to love it. And for me, I love fashion. I love vintage fashion. I love any kind of clothing. I love it. So that's where that's my passion. And so it's easy for me to do it.
No, that's good. And I've said it several times. You really should know and like what you're selling.
Yeah.
Before you venture off into another category and start to learn that. Melanie was saying the name of the website that you mentioned. There was one that I even never heard of before.
It's Kitizen, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Anybody has a question, do me a favor, write it in the chat, put a question mark before the question and then after the question so I know it's a question. So where do you see yourself in the future now with all this stuff that's going on? Are you going to break into more? Are you going to try eBay more? Are you going to do Amazon, Bonanza? Are you going to do any of the others?
No, I think I'm going to stick with what I've got at the moment. I don't really see myself branching out any farther. I kind of think my plate is full for doing it just by myself. Otherwise, I would have to have someone help me just because I do work for Vicky, but also for my own business.
Do you use List Perfectly?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I love List Perfectly. I probably wouldn't be able to cross-post, and I cross-post almost every single listing. So I probably wouldn't be able to do that without List Perfectly. It would just take up too much time.
Yeah, I tried to get them on the show a couple of times, and then when the world went into the crapper, it's like everybody, well, we're on a skeleton crew and we're all working from the house and it's going to be tough. So it is tough still to get people on.
Yeah.
Because the world is a different place these days.
Yeah, it is. But I think more and more people are shopping online, and so that's a benefit for us resellers.
Right. But what about sourcing? How are you doing sourcing?
My sourcing has completely changed. So before it was once a week at the bins, once a week at the thrift stores, yard sales here and there. But now, since everything was closed, and I still don't feel comfortable going to the thrift stores that much. Right. And I think our bins are still closed. Last time I checked, they were still closed. So I've just been doing a lot of online resourcing, like Goodwill boxes, mystery boxes from other online resellers. Wade's Ventures, he's kind of been a big source of inventory for me, so I buy a lot of wholesale boxes from him.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know he did that.
Yeah, he does. And then he does it on Instagram. But he'll list like what boxes he has for sale, and then you can purchase them on Instagram.
That's cool. I just had to reopen my Instagram account because it was hacked. Not that I used it. I had it since for, I don't know.
Yeah, my Instagram had gotten my Instagram had gotten hacked a while back too, and it seemed like they were attacking a lot of people,
Yep.
especially in the resale community, because I follow a lot of people, and I get these strange things in my feed, and then I'll just message people like, "Hey, you should check your account."
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't use mine much because it was all real estate related. Because I'm a real estate broker, and so that's when I started to use it.
Mhm.
But then just recently, within the last 6, 7 months, I started using it for reselling, and all of a sudden, people are telling me that, hey, why are you saying this and why are you doing this? And I said, I haven't posted on there at all. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Just
That's
learned how to post on Instagram using my computer. Crystal, do you have a referral code for Kitizen?
I do, and I will put that in the chat. It's
Wake up. Thank you very much for that question. Do you happen to work at Kitizen?
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, anybody else? You have any questions? Put them in, and let's.
Yeah, Kitizen. I just started about a month ago on Kitizen, and I love it. I've actually done really well on Kitizen with toys. I think I've sold one dress on there because you can sell what they call mama gear. So you
Yep.
can sell women's clothing and accessories. But the kids' toys, I've been doing really well with toys on there.
Wow. All kinds of toys, or just like young children's toys?
Now you can sell all kinds of toys.
Wow.
They have different categories, so it's infant, toddler, and then kids.
Okay. I have never. You were the first one that said it that I never ever
I
heard of
had,
it before.
and I had never heard of it either until they added it to the List Perfectly platform. And then just because it's on there, I said, oh, it's so easy just to cross post using that. So I went ahead and just started listing a few things on there, and I sold a lot in my very first month.
Very cool. He's going to sign up right now, Jacob said.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, I never heard of that. That's like the other one. What's the other one for men's clothes?
There's like Depop, Grailed.
Grailed. I never.
Mhm.
eBay and Amazon are like the only two platforms that I'm on right now. Plus, we'll do, live auctions until that goes away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another source of sourcing for me too, is the auctions. I've been going to a lot of the online auctions on YouTube,
Yep.
and I just pick up whatever I can.
Yep. That's cool. That is really cool. So, what else can you tell us about Crystal?
About me, someone asked me earlier, I didn't see who it was, but they asked me what was behind me. I don't know if you can see it. Oh no, you have to go full screen. But they were asking me about my sewing machine back there. Yeah, there it is, my
That's an
serger.
embroidery machine, isn't it?
No, that's a serger. And then next to it on the other side is like my regular sewing machine.
Okay.
So someone had asked me about that, and yeah, it is a serger. I love to sew. I've been sewing since I was like 13, so that's a lot of years. And I love to make like vintage looking clothing or like reproduction clothing. And then that's basically what my website is. However, I took down all my other listings on my website, and right now I was only focusing on face masks. So I was doing that, and then like all the profits that I make from selling face masks goes towards donating face masks to the hospitals that don't have them here. So all the other listings that were on there previously have all been taken down. It's just face masks now. But I've been busy with that too. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I never heard of a serger machine.
A serger makes like on the hem of a shirt. How can I describe what a serger does? Let me see if I can show you.
Here's Crystal's website. 30% off 2 or more items.
Oh yeah, that's my Poshmark.
Oh, that's the Posh.
Yeah, that's my Poshmark closet.
So let's see. Then this must be the other one.
Yes, that's my personal website.
With the face mask. Okay.
Yes.
What is PM 2.5?
That is the amount of layers that are in that filter. So those filters go inside of the face masks.
Okay. So all this stuff you made?
Those the jewelry pieces there, I did not make those, but the purchases goes towards donating to different causes depending on which one you click on.
Okay, fight hunger, teachers, caregivers, fight hunger,
Yeah.
women's empowerment. I don't see anything about men's empowerment. What's going on here?
I don't have any of those.
Now that's not you, is it?
No, that's not me. That's
Okay.
like a stock photo or something.
That's very cool.
That's me there though, with my son. He likes to play with my hair.
Okay. Yeah, that is very cool. And so you donate the money that you make for the masks?
I don't donate the money. The profits goes towards me making more face masks.
Okay.
So those face masks I donate for free to local hospitals. There's another hospital in California where I donate also. And then people that just message me on Instagram, because I had posted on Instagram that if you can't afford to buy a face mask, or you have like an employer who's not supplying them, reach out to me and I'll be able to get you some for free.
That's very cool. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a store, parked in the parking lot, got all the way up to the door, forgot the damn face mask, and then I have to walk all the way back, get the mask, and go all the way back again. And my wife says, just keep it in your pocket. And it's going to be like that pretty soon. It's going to be like just carrying your wallet around.
Yeah, I have a few of them in my purse, and then I have extra ones in the car in case I forget when I take them out to wash them, forget to put them back in there or something. There's extra ones in my car because it's required here. You can't go anywhere without a face mask.
Same here. It's a state mandate, but then you got people. This like Walmart. There's a huge signs. You have to wear a mask. Then you're walking around inside the store, and there's people without a mask.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, and they're having like protests and things here about it, that they don't want to wear them, and I mean it's kind of ridiculous.
Yep. So Flippin' Frozen says, what percentage does Kitizen take on solds?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still learning the ins and outs of Kitizen. I should know that actually. Let me see. Okay, it's 12% plus 50 cents per listing.
So it's just like eBay, basically.
Yeah.
And then she asked, is the filter sewn into the mask, or do you have any non-filtered masks available?
The filters are not sewn into the mask. That's just an option. So you can purchase the filters separately if you want to. The mask itself has 2 layers. So it's kind of like a pocket in the center. But you don't have to put a filter in there. I don't put one in there.
That's cool.
It's hard enough to breathe as it is wearing the wearing the mask. I don't want a filter too.
So what is this now? She's a good cook too.
Yeah, so on my YouTube channel, I do have a lot of like cooking videos. That's always been a big passion of mine, is cooking. Kind of like my de-stressor is cooking.
Damn, so your husband scored. You sew, you have your own business, you love to cook. What else could a guy ask for?
No, that's what I tell him all the time. You won the lottery.
Wow. So I got to ask, because I've asked a few people now that's come on the show that also like to cook. Do you have an air fryer?
No.
No air fryer. Oh.
I don't need an air fryer. Okay, so an air fryer is basically a convection oven.
Yep.
So I have a convection on my oven already, so I don't need an additional air fryer. They're the same exact thing.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
No,
So,
I absolutely love kitchen appliances. So,
okay.
and especially like mini ones, but I have so many that I have like the entire top shelf of 2 closets dedicated to kitchen appliances.
Wow.
So I don't know that an air fryer would even fit in there at this moment.
Wow. So on your, because I love to cook myself. I mean, you
Mhm.
can tell I haven't missed too many meals. Um, on your YouTube that you do cooking, do you do like specialty things? Like, do you focus low calorie, high protein, or just
Just a little bit of everything, whatever I'm feeling that day. Um, like lately I've been on kind of the low carb kind of thing. So there are a few videos of that, but then some days I just feel like ice cream. So there's a video of that. Just whatever I'm feeling that day. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I thought it might doing something like that myself. Like sometimes I'll make a high protein turkey chili, and
Hmm.
my wife hates it because I love horror movies. The more gory, the better.
Yeah.
You've seen ground turkey.
Yeah.
When you put it in sauce and stuff, it strings. So I told her once, I said, "Oh, this is like eating human entrails," and she said, "That's it. I'm never eating it again."
Really? Oh, I
she
kind of
won't.
grew up on
She
like the horror movies. I love them too.
Yeah, she won't eat it again, no more. So I screwed that up. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
I'd like to try to find some good low calorie stuff to use the air fryer with.
Hmm.
Because sitting behind a desk and stuff all day long is not good either.
No, it's hard to get up and move around a lot. And my husband got me this like Apple Watch for my birthday. And so I've been really like tracking my calories and everything on the watch. And I'm like, man, I really need to move more. But then
Yeah.
I set it. So it's telling me like to get up. It's time to stand up. You need to do this. You're way behind.
Do you
Yeah.
use
So
what do you use? Fit Day? What do
no,
I
it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just called Activity Tracker. It was
I
on
use my
watch.
Fitness Pal, and you just put in like I know a Dunkin'. I go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning
Hmm.
because I take the dog and she loves to go poop in the vacant lot next to Dunkin' Donuts, 10 miles away.
Yeah.
Gets her out, and I know a large black coffee with 2 sweet and low is 25 calories. I got that down pat, but I
Yeah.
can't have anything else.
Yeah, if I'm tracking my calories or my carbs, I use my Fitness Pal. I do use that. But
Okay,
like for tracking like my steps and my activity, now I use this watch and I love it.
yeah. I bought my wife an Apple Watch for Christmas, and she loves it.
Hmm.
She says, "Yeah, instead of taking the escalator at the airport, I take this long flight of stairs." I said, "Yeah, okay, do it 2 or 3 times."
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else does Crystal do? You cook, you sew.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. That's like, so Wade nicknamed my channel All the Mom Things, and that's kind of been like my little slogan now on my channel. And that's really what it is. Like a lot of people had told me, oh, you should like kind of whittle it down to a specific niche and you'll be able to get more followers or subscribers or whatever. And I thought, that's not me though. I don't want to do that. I like all the things that I do.
Yeah,
So yeah, so my channel is all the mom things. Anything that a mom would do, it's all on there.
yeah.
It's everything
Crystal,
from,
the eclectic mom.
yeah, so like I like couponing, so that's on there. Um,
Do you really get into couponing?
I used to. I don't have much time for it anymore. I
Used
used
to.
to.
When you say used to, like stealing the neighbors' papers on Sundays and stuff.
No, I wouldn't have to. They would give
Okay.
it to me. They would just give it to me. They knew that I coupon,
Okay.
so we lived in kind of like a little community where all of our mailboxes were all together,
Yep.
and I would just leave my box over there, and people would put all their coupons in my box.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, so I would have stacks and stacks, and I had a huge stockpile of all kinds of things in my house. But that's a full-time job in itself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes,
It's a
yes.
lot of work.
It's fun. I mean, it's fun seeing $100 bill go down to like $5 or $10.
Yeah,
But the work that goes into that is ridiculous.
yeah, it takes several hours of planning and everything before you go to one store, your shopping
Right.
trip. And it's a lot of work. Occasionally, like if I notice, some things getting low in the house or whatever, then I will try to plan a big couponing trip and just do it all in one day. But I'm not like I used to be, where that was like my main job.
Yeah, I knew a girl. She was actually one of my clients that she was into couponing, and she would tell me, she's, oh, on Sundays I'll go steal the neighbor's papers that don't live there anymore, that they
Uh-huh.
delivered the paper or whatever.
Mhm.
And she showed me her file. It's like, hey, you need a coupon for this, you need a coupon for that. Oh, it was ridiculous. She says, then you got to go to this store because they double the coupons. And then, so it was a big, crazy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's a lot of planning. And I used to carry my coupons around everywhere with me. I'd have like a big giant file folder full of coupons.
Wow.
It's a lot of work.
Well, this is good news we just got. Hurricane activity alert. Eldia has been upgraded to a Category 1 hurricane.
Oh,
Joy.
wow.
Yeah,
Category 1.
that's great. It was supposed to be a really bad season here for us.
I've never been in a hurricane, but I've been in several earthquakes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, earthquake is weird, man. I don't know if
They're scary.
Yes, I can imagine. We were at San Diego Comic-Con one year, and there was an earthquake, and we were on the ship in San Diego, that ship that's now a museum. So
Mhm.
of course you're on the water, so we didn't feel it, but everybody was outside freaking out.
Yeah. I've
DLC,
been to two really large ones.
they just had one the other day in, was it South Carolina, North Carolina?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was amazing. DLC says, will you put out a video of the vintage style apparel that you make?
Sure. I can do that.
Hello, man.
Reseller man. Yeah, I like to make a lot of more of the 50s style. That's kind of my favorite, like mid-century. That's more of my favorite look. So, I'll find a particular style online that I see and I'll try to duplicate that. Or I like making like a lot of the petticoats or petty skirts.
It's like stuff from American Graffiti.
Yeah.
We just watched, it was a movie I had just remembered. We watched it the other night, The Lords of Flatbush,
Lords of Flatbush.
with Stallone and Henry Winkler.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as when we first saw it when it came out in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But we watched it anyway. And it's the same idea as American Graffiti, basically, without
Okay.
cars and stuff.
Yeah.
So what got you into that? What got you into that style and stuck with it?
I don't know. I've been drawn to it since I was little. It's funny because when I was younger, like in elementary school and middle school, I got teased for it. People would tease me like, oh, you shop at the thrift store, or you just wearing that because you can't afford, popular styles or the trendy styles or whatever. And of course, that wasn't the case. I just liked it. And I would shop like in my grandpa's closet, for like vintage Pendletons and things like that. And nowadays it's like trendy. But
Yeah.
back then I was teased a lot for it. But I don't know, I've always been drawn to it, and I just have always had a thing for the 50s. I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's cool.
I love it. Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a mommy van.
Soccer mom van?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we do have two vintage cars in the garage, but they're not drivers, they're show cars.
Oh,
So so we do go to like the car shows and stuff like that. And then I get what my husband calls all dolled up. So that's a lot of fun, but I don't drive that every day.
that's cool. Yeah, I miss going to the car shows because we used to go to the car shows every weekend. I mean, because I'm into Mustangs and stuff, and now, man, I don't remember the last car show I was at. Probably 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I have a. I just bought. Well, I didn't just do it. A year ago, I bought a convertible that I wanted because I had one in the early 80s. But
Hmm.
um, in a year and a half or a year and 3 months, whatever, I put 10 miles on it. So it's like, what's the use? I should just
Oh,
get.
wow.
Yeah. Sharon, I think Regurkman. Can you contact me? Because I don't have your contact info. I put my email in. So that's cool. So when you go to a car show, because back home there was one car show that was what are the A&W Root Beer? I don't know if they have any there,
No,
where the waitresses would come out on roller skates with the trays, just like the old days.
we have an A&W root beer here, but they don't do that.
Okay.
Um, we still have like a Sonic, and they come out on roller skates.
Oh wow, we have Sonics like every mile here.
Yeah,
And no roller
we
skates.
have a lot of Sonics, and not all of the places do the roller skates, but there are quite a few that do.
Well, it kind of just like brings the theme all together.
Hmm.
Especially if you get a bunch of cars there from the 40s and 50s and 60s and stuff, it just all ties together.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Um, so man, I mean, I knew some rockabilly gals who also did roller derby.
Roller derby. I don't know if I'm tough enough for roller derby. Man, those girls they're tough. I love to skate, but I don't think I would do roller derby.
I haven't seen roller derby since I was a kid. Used to be on TV every Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, those girls are pretty tough.
Wow. So yeah, you are the whole ball of wax, basically.
I'm a little bit of everything.
Wow. So now I have to ask because you like to sew and stuff like that. Do you do like did you do any custom stuff for the interior of the cars?
No, I don't do stuff like that. Um, but I do like cosplay type stuff.
Oh, you do that too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's your favorite character?
favorite character, I don't know. So we're supposed to have an event in October, but it's probably going to be canceled. Um, but I was going to go as Mary Poppins
Okay.
to kind of a Disney.
Yeah. So have you been to Comic-Con
No,
in San Diego? No.
no, I haven't.
Man, that's like cosplay on steroids.
Yeah, I haven't been out there yet. I mean, I've been to San Diego, but not to Comic Con.
San Diego is beautiful. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You talk about cosplay, man. San Diego Comic Con, and sometimes with the women, it's not what they're wearing; it's what they're not wearing. Um,
Yeah, I know some of the costumes.
yeah, I mean, so if you've done cosplay, then
Hmm.
so what characters have you gone as? What characters have you done?
Well, for me myself, I haven't really dressed up too much. Usually, I'm just like in my 50s
Okay,
gear, but I do it like full on.
yeah,
But my son really likes it, so I'll do all of his costumes, and I go with him. And I've done a couple for other people as well. So I've done Genji from, was that from Overwatch? Is that from Overwatch?
I'm not sure of that one, but I think so.
I've done Genji. I've done, what else have I done? I don't know why I can't think of any off the top of my head.
So your son doesn't gravitate towards the 50s stuff?
No, he's more into like Japanese anime.
Anime, yep.
Yeah. Oh, we did Link from Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
I can't think of any others off the top of my head. What else did we do?
Wow.
I don't know. I can't think of them off the top of my head. There's some pictures on Instagram of some that I've done. So.
Oh, that's cool. I have to check that out. Put the link to your YouTube. I have the links to your sites, but put the link to your YouTube channel in so everybody that's not subscribed can become a subscriber. And hey, Gary, thanks for coming in. Gary likes the San Diego thing. I guess he's maybe from San Diego. I'm not sure. Someone else came in. I think.
San Diego. Yeah, I think he's in Southern California.
Yeah,
so I kind of grew up all around there.
Oh, okay. If I missed anybody that came in, I'm sorry, but thank you for coming in. And if anybody has a question for Crystal, who loves to cook, loves to sew, heavy into Poshmark, early days of Craigslist. Yes, I'm in San Diego. Okay. This woman is well versed and well rounded all over.
I try. I get bored easily doing one thing, so I have to keep myself busy with lots of things.
The total package right here. This is what we have right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Package.
Thank you.
Her husband needs to bow down and you know do one of those.
He's the total package too.
That's cool.
We both got lucky.
That's cool. So
thank you, Gary.
Yes, Gary. Can you confirm you got my email? Usually I can, but I can't right now. But so what's coming up soon? Anything planned for the woman that does it all?
No, I've just been trying to build up my business as much as possible before Q4. I literally have for anyone that watches my channel, they know I never have a death pile, but right now my pile is like to the ceiling. So I've just been buying as much as possible and just trying to list as much as possible. I put out a bunch of videos on my channel about like Goodwill boxes, like mystery boxes that I've been purchasing. So I've been trying to focus more on my YouTube, but it's been kind of been put on the back burner a little bit. I'm just trying to keep building this up before Q4 hits.
Okay.
Now,
two things. Thursday's your birthday?
Oh, yes, it is.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, I did, Rhonda. I just looked. And the other thing that I was wondering, from California, what brought you to Vegas?
The cost of living. California is crazy expensive.
Yeah, I remember.
It was just getting too expensive, too crowded. And then we were having trouble finding work when we first moved to Vegas. So we were just having trouble in California. We were struggling. And my husband and I, we were doing very well. I mean, we had a pretty large salary between the two of us, and we were still struggling in California.
Wow.
So we just looked for other places to live. We decided, okay, we're going to throw out our resumes to a couple of different states that we had chosen. And we said, whoever gets a job first, that's where we're moving. And that's what we did. We just winged it, and here we are in Vegas. So, yeah, I mean, It could have been Colorado or Oregon or one of the other ones that we had chosen.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. I do remember we went to San Diego Comic Con one year, and I was a realtor still, and I went to I went to a couple of the real estate companies actually. That way, I could have wrote off the trip. And
Mhm.
I said, so how much is that condo across the street? And it was like 500,000. And they said, but that doesn't include parking.
Yeah.
That's another 50 grand or whatever. And I said, you have to be kidding. That was amazing. It was in Little Italy, no less.
Yeah, that's tricky in some places in California is parking, like in Los Angeles or in Pasadena. It doesn't include your parking. You got to find parking spaces.
Yeah, that was amazing. Amazing. Everybody's wishing you happy birthday. Yeah, definitely,
Thank you,
definitely
thank
happy birthday.
you.
Gary said it's really expensive here.
Yeah, San Diego is expensive. Anything by the beach is expensive.
San Diego is very beautiful, though, too.
Hmm.
It is very beautiful. I remember once we met the guy that did the masks for Rey Mysterio, and I wanted to go see his shop in Tijuana, and everybody was saying, "No, no, you don't want to go to see the shop in Tijuana." He made them for us, but we didn't go see his shop. But I love San Diego. San Diego. Another thing that blew me away in San Diego is you go down the street. On this corner, there's a Starbucks, and right across the street on the other corner is a Starbucks.
Yeah, yeah, and it's kind of that way here in Las Vegas too. I mean,
Oh, really?
it's not Starbucks, it's 7-Eleven.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there will be one right here, and right across the street, there's another one.
Wow. Yeah, here it's like Starbucks, and then you got to go another 10, 15 miles to get another one.
Oh no, I mean we still have Starbucks probably on every corner, but they're not like directly across from each other like the 7-Elevens are.
Yeah, where the convention center was right across the street from each other, and they both had a line outside the door. It
Yeah.
was crazy. You got to go to Dunkin' Donuts to get coffee to wait in line at Starbucks for the coffee.
I think there's like one Dunkin' Donuts here.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's one.
So I have to ask, because this is the big thing lately, and even we watch some of them. Coin pushers, are they big there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I probably go to the strip a couple times a year, maybe. I try to avoid it. I stay off of it. We do go to Fremont Street quite often,
Yeah.
just to kind of hang out, walk around. We'll have breakfast at the Denny's that's there. Just kind of a little thing that we like to do on the weekends, but we pretty much stay off the strip. It's expensive. It's very touristy, obviously. And I mean, right now, there's no point in even going down there at all anyways.
Right.
But yeah, we just stay off the strip. And then I guess the coin pushers would be what, in the arcades?
In the casinos, yeah, it's like everybody's doing the resellers, slow but sure, are adding one video that, oh, we're at a coin pusher, and
Yeah, I've seen a few of them,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if it was like an arcade or if it's actually in a casino.
we have casinos here in Central Florida, but it's like 40 miles away, and the other one's like 60 miles away.
Hmm.
But that's all I need to do is get hooked on that, and nothing would get done. Oh, I'm going to the casino. I'm going to the casino.
That's kind of what we thought when we first moved here. And it was a novelty in the beginning. So you can find a slot machine just about anywhere. If you go to Athens, if you go to the bank, if you go to the gas station, there are slot machines in all of those places.
Wow.
And so it was kind of cool in the beginning, and we would, put gas in our car and maybe throw $5 in the machine or something. But it got old really fast. And now we really only go to the casino once in a while, but it's usually because we want to go see a show or we want to go to dinner or like one of the buffets. and then we'll just kind of hang out in the casino for a little while afterwards. But it's not really, I don't know, I guess the novelty is gone
Right.
since we've lived here for so long. But I mean, my husband and I, when we first met, we would come all the way out to Las Vegas from California and like spend the whole weekend just gambling and playing and everything here. But now that we live here, it's different. It's really different.
It's the same thing for me. Live 30 minutes from Disney. And yeah, I mean, when I was home in Massachusetts, we'd come down one year 20 something times, sometimes just for a weekend, sometimes for a week or two.
Hmm.
Now that we're here, it's like, okay, we'll,
Yeah.
we'll go a couple of times, but we call it getting moused out. You're just done with it.
And it is kind of like that too, like living by Disneyland. Because I lived by Disneyland in California. And it's kind of that way here. Like the strip is the strip, and there's nothing else like that in the city. It's just that one street.
Right.
So it would be kind of like, okay, we're going to go to Disneyland for the day, and you go out to the strip. But once you're in the rest of the city, it's just normal. It's normal city. It's not, you don't have the craziness of the strip everywhere else around the city.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah, well, this has been extremely interesting to learn about you and everything that you do. You put the link in for your page?
Yes, I put it in there. I can put it one more time here.
Yeah, so everybody that's not subscribed, definitely subscribe to her. You can follow her on YouTube. And we did put the links to her stores up also. Gary said, how far are you from the strip?
Probably about a 15-minute drive, maybe less than that. It's really not that far. Well, Las Vegas is pretty tiny, actually. So the strip goes right down the middle of Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is like a circle like this, and the strip kind of goes down the center. And there's a freeway that literally can go in a whole circle around Las Vegas. So it takes you 30 minutes to get anywhere in the entire city. So it's probably about 10 or 15-minute drive.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas in a while.
It's changing constantly. It's always changing.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of construction last time we were there. I don't remember why I was there the last time. It was for some convention or something.
Yeah, there's tons of construction every day, all day.
Like here, the same thing.
Yeah, and then so much is changing because of everything that's going on right now. There's a lot of hotels that are talking about not reopening.
Wow.
A lot of hotels that are changing hands, that they're selling and changing ownership. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Some hotels still haven't even opened up yet, and there are other hotels that are only open on weekends.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought everything opened up.
No, Vegas is struggling a lot.
Well, they're not alone. Everywhere they're having issues, different places everywhere.
Our entire city relies on the strip. We are a tourist destination or a tourist town,
right.
And all of our money comes from the strip. And with the hotels being closed, nobody wants to come here right now. So, there's so many people are out of work, and it's scary. It's really strange right now too. The strip is quiet, and there's so many places that are still closed.
So the shows are still going on though?
No, all the shows are canceled.
Oh, wow.
There's not a single show, a single convention, a single buffet that is open.
Wow.
They do have some buffets that have opened, but as a regular style restaurant or more like a cafeteria style where you tell them what you want and then they'll put it on your plate. Like there's no buffets.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, all of the shows, music, any of those things are all closed.
102, Gary.
Yeah, 102. The hottest part of our day is usually like around 4 o'clock Pacific time, so in another couple hours. and we'll probably get to like 105 maybe.
And how long have you been there?
About 11 years.
So you've seen like the tarantulas and the scorpions and the black widows?
No. So
No?
we do no. Well, I mean, I've been fortunate with the places that we've lived. We haven't had scorpions, but there are scorpions in Vegas. And then we get sun spiders, which kind of look like a scorpion, I guess. And then there are these like giant spiders, like the size of your hand, but those are wolf spiders. They're
Really?
not tarantulas. They're wolf spiders. They scare the crap out of me, but they don't bite. They're actually good spiders. Yeah, we do have some really weird things in the desert.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of bats. Tons of bats.
Wow. That's like here when I first moved here. My son called me one day, and he says, I caught a scorpion climbing up the wall in the lanai. I said, come on, there's no scorpions in Florida. He said, Dad, I know what a scorpion looks like. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to kill it and keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So he did, and I caught here, must be like your place. Pest control is a year-round business.
Yeah.
So I called the company and I said, we got to do something. I said, because we found two now. And he says, where are you from? And I said, Boston. And he says, those are earwicks. I said, not for nothing. I know what an earwick looks like, and I know what a scorpion looks like. I said, you got to, I said, we saved it. He says, okay. And he says, oh my God. He says, this is the first one I found here in years. But it's because we lived in, we had a reserve behind us where they couldn't build.
Oh.
So he says the scorpions in Florida, they'll bite you and they'll just hurt like hell, but you won't die. He said, what you got to look for is like somebody put in there is the brown recluse spiders, and because those are like the flesh-eating ones and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how the
I know what those are.
Conversation went right down.
I can't say I've seen a recluse here. I have seen like black widows, but I don't know that I've seen a recluse. Mostly those wolf spiders. Oh yeah, and those cute little owls that Lynn's talking about. We have little owls that bury in the sand.
Wow, I never heard of that.
Maybe because it's so hot, so they make like burrows, kind of like rabbits, and they go underground.
Wow. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow. Well, we are at our hour. I want to thank you very much for coming in. Anything else you want to promote or anything?
Thank you. No, just my channel, and if you guys need face masks, my website as well.
And I think do I still have that in the link here? Rosie's Closet. There you go.
Thank you.
So everybody subscribe, so you know when she goes on, and when she does a video. And I'm gonna be watching for that cooking show too. Maybe I
haven't done one in a little while. I think the last one I did was ice cream, but a lot of the videos I've been putting up lately are the mystery boxes, just because that's what I've been focusing on.
Cool.
Stocking up.
Cool. Very good. Well, thank you very much, Crystal. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed what you just saw. If not, please hit the thumbs up anyway. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll have open forum tomorrow on Tuesdays usually. So with that, don't forget too, Wednesday is Swap Meet Wednesday, where you can be the seller. We let anybody come in and sell on Wednesdays. So with that, thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.